This thing rolling here. You on?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to thank you all for making it to a meeting of the Realty 411 Expo number 9. Yay! It's 9 years basically is what that means. So we have been doing this here at what was Fez Parker. Now it is the Hilton Santa Barbara Beachfront Resort. I think it's almost as long as the name they had before, but they did a little rehab, cleaned the place up a little bit, so we're back here doing this once a year here, and then we do the Santa Barbara stuff every other month at the Marriott in Goleta. So thank you very much for showing up. This is the Expo. Realty 411 is Linda Pliagas, and she's got some amazing stuff that she does around the nation. Can I get you to close those doors? Can you close the doors for me, please? Thank you. Be a little quieter. And, you know, here we have a smaller crowd. She does things down in LA where she might have 200 people, and I've been to some of her bigger events, and they're really, really good. And in fact, I've met private lenders that have loaned me like $150,000 for different things. Very helpful. So I recommend that if you have a chance to go to any of our other meetings besides here, absolutely do it. We're going to video this thing all day long and put it up on YouTube so you'll be able to get back and see everything that's going on. We are here at the Hilton, and this is Linda Pliagas. This is her website, Realty 411. So she is the person that's put this whole thing on, and again, we kind of joint venture once a year and do this. She actually inspired me. I was in a Rusty's Pizza party where people were going, "Bob, your pizza's ready," every 5 minutes. And after looking at what she was doing here, it kind of inspired me. She said, "Dan, you got to kind of up your game here and get on to something better." So I really appreciate the support that she's given me and doing the things that we're doing together. Also, when I have the meetings and I bring in speakers, which this is really hers and I'm kind of hosting it, I tell the speakers, hey, I want you to absolutely, like anybody that's in there attending these things, interrupt you, ask a question. If you're just going to say, hey, hold all your questions to the end, and then run out the door and catch your plane and you're gone, we could have seen that in the video, right? We need some interaction. We need you guys to ask your questions. That's why you're here. You're here to ask questions, you're here to network with each other and other people and other speakers, but it's your chance to, get some questions answered that you're never going to get to these people because they're like, oh, you got to talk to the secretary or my, coach or whoever. It's hard to get a hold of some of these people. Now is the time to nail them down and just keep asking questions you need to ask. There's no way anybody here is going to teach you everything you need to know to be successful in one day. So at least get your questions answered and get some enthusiasm to keep moving forward, because this is a lifelong journey. It's not something you're going to do, for a couple of months and go, wow, I made so much I can quit now. It's basically your retirement job that nobody can fire you from. Okay, this is the Santa Barbara Real Estate Investor Association. Long version, short version, this is where we meet in Goleta. We used to meet here, and then I had one of the main people in Marriott say, hey, you know what you're doing? You're competing with weddings there at Fez Parker and the Hilton. And you're going to have to pay a high price for that and maybe start charging attendees to show up. If you guys had to pay the price of weddings, you go forget it. I'll go someplace else. This is too expensive. So that's why we're at the Marriott. Very nice place. No other meeting rooms. We're like their star performer for the day when we're there. Free parking, easy to get in and out, great location. In fact, we'll get to it. This is the YouTube channel of mine, okay, YouTube Dan Ringwald. So everything we've been doing for years is all up on YouTube. Okay, you can go through and get all the speakers that have been here and everything they've said over the last 4, 5, 6 years. Great place, great information. Many times I've gone home and looked at some of these videos and went, geez, I was there, I listened to them, and I didn't get it until I played the video back like for the 3rd time. So this is really good reference for education. Thank you, Abraham, for showing up. One of our team members for National Home Buyers, which we'll talk about. This is meetup.com, okay? And normally, if you had to pay to attend the meeting, you still, I recommend go back and RSVP here, because when you do, people are going to look at this and they're going to go, oh, I see you, are on meetup.com. I understand what you're looking for. I understand what the services you have to offer. This is a way of building your network and having people, get a hold of you and you get a hold of them. It's free for you. It's not free for me because I got to pay, to keep the thing going. But that's what it's there for, okay? And that's what the place looks like on the inside. Very nice. So I will talk a lot more to some degree. Normally I don't talk that much at these meetings because they've got a lot of speakers, but it looks like they've got some room for me at the end of the day. So you might want to hang out. You notice there's a card there where you're sitting. This is something by Chris Goff that does all kinds of training and education on how to find buyers, sellers, cash, private lenders, the whole thing. And the nice thing about it is it's just not text and it's not just PowerPoint slides or whatever. There's a lot of video in here. So every time you get stumped and you have a problem, there's a video. I use this to help train my people, okay, that say, Dan, I want to be on your team. And I said, great, okay, what stopping block do you have right now? And then between what I have to offer them and what you can see on this, there are videos every step of the way. So it really cuts down my time and it really increases your time and the speed at which you can move forward to learn how to do this business. Wholesaling, I'll cover that. Lease to own, REI Pro toward the end of the day, okay? And when we're at the Marriott, we do a contest for guests. So whoever brings one guest or two guests or three guests wins a Google Home, mini or the other one. 3 guests or more, you get the big one. 1 guest, you get the small one. You saw one of the guys there last time. How many did he bring in? Like 3 or 4 people? 5? I don't know what it was. He got the big one and he went down to
2 more people.
3 people?
Yeah.
Okay, so he went down to Best Buy. And ended up, we got on the phone and just did the whole transaction with my credit card. He walked out the door with one. And just before we took off to Alaska for about a week and a half, which was wonderful. We've got my son Michael here doing the videos. Hey. And so he helps do all that stuff and get it up there where it needs to be. Very, very helpful for that. And we also have Musette Rafan here, who is one of our vendors, and she does, she's actually a degreed architect. And she does rehabs, very nice ones. And the reason I've got her up here is because she's also going to be doing interviews with speakers, vendors, and some of you attendees. So if you feel like saying, hey, I've been here before and you have some good things you want to say, she's out there in the lobby. That's what she looks like. It'd be great to have you in one of the videos because we just continue to put people up there. And you can go, hey, I made the Santa Barbara video on YouTube. It's kind of fun. And what it does is it helps direct people back to you for your business. Because when you get interviewed, it's not just, I'm happy to be here. It's, this is what I do, and this is what I have to offer. Please call me or give me a website name or whatever, okay? So we'll get into that later on in the day. During that time, if you have any questions for me personally, come back to my table. I will walk out the door on that nice little veranda, whatever round thing we got there with a great view. And that way we're not disturbing the speakers and people here. We can talk out there about any questions you might have for me all day long, okay? And we'll cover all this other stuff. So